Hold on, I gotta update the image for you, Gabe. As you requested, here's Shantae. Oh, this picture is very tiny, Gabe. Here, I happy now? Alright. Hello everybody. I know that usually people do not expect to see cute Shantae when they come to my streams, and in that case, Gabe requested this, and B, you should have expected it. And then, but yeah, we're gonna just be playing more Metroid, Metroid Prime 2 today, because I really like that game. And it's turning, huh? Since when? And the game is turning 20 later this year, so feeling kind of nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie. Giving all that time since Echoes. Phenomenal. Phenomenal game. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put before I know someone else I'm gonna put on the stream. And Gabe won't be able to say anything about it. Here. Yay! It was blue. No, it's blue. It's just blue. See? I could also put my own spin. But yeah, I'm gonna just go play Metroid. We'll recollect as we play. I actually tried, and it's not that I couldn't do it, but it wouldn't be as funny. Oh. Quee. Here's a quee. Here's a quee. So yeah, there you go. There's the chocobo. That's a new chocobo glam for that I've been using for Pictomancer. You know, hold on. I gotta totally restart my authentic Nintendo GameCube real quick. Give me 1 second. My GameCube is being a little bit of a GameCube. Ba-ba-dum. Echoes is my favorite Metroid game and probably my favorite game of all time. Hey, me too. I literally was just telling that to Gabe before we started the stream. I just were like, man, I really love this game. This might be my favorite game. Devil May Cry. Yeah, sorry. DMC2. That's the best. Yeah, there we go. Yellow equals recollection reference. Yeah, there might be a yellow character. Wouldn't you want to know? From the background, we see a glowing yellow diamond crystal in the background with a blue crystal on the floor. What? Is that to 14? I see. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I mean, it is up to you. I would say if you're tired, definitely yes. I do appreciate you wanted to stick by and all that, but I don't want people to staying too late and not feeling. Okay, yeah, dude. If that's the case, just go to bed. You know. I don't wanna be the reason people get into trouble. You know. Just go to bed. It's a silly Metroid stream. There'll be plenty more in the future. I can guarantee it. What? Oh no, yeah, because like that's why we're so good friends, Gabe. I am the law to your chaos. Oh my goodness. And I'm the one who enables you to buy a Pokemon trading card game. So I started getting to tell like the full extent of the story. I had gotten into Pokemon TCG and I was trying to get Gabe. Oh, they don't hear you. Okay, hold on. Thanks for letting me know about that. That is. I mean, they can't hear Gabe at all. So, what's so funny? Oh, dude, you see, I have voices in my head, and they were telling me very funny jokes, but only I can hear them because they're my friends. But in reality, I forgot to switch. All right, Gabe, you want to give it a try?
I don't know. Do I want to give it a try?
There's the voice I was telling you, chat. It was.
Yeah, it's me.
It was.
Well, yeah, no. To retell the small
yeah.
section
So
of
just
the story.
so just if I may give the context, I got into Pokemon TCG. I was trying to make Gabe get into Pokemon TCG, and he indulged me into going into one of the Pokemon TCG events. Like that was like 5 minutes from where we lived. Yeah, you can, Gabe.
All right, yeah. So
yeah, that was
he
just
was
the
like,
setup.
bye, so we can play together because we were using just like the pre-made decks from the tournaments.
Yeah.
That you can buy that are not tournament legal, but they are just like to learn them for fun.
Yeah.
And then I tell him, okay, if I pull a Gardevoir.
Yeah, you said like a Gardevoir EX, you know, just like
a Gardevoir EX. And then I pulled the full art.
I think that was like your second pack, even. You bought.
I just remember that every time, like literally every time that we go, I will pull at least 1 or 2 full arts.
Yeah, dude, like that place, Coliseum. Shout out to Coliseum of Comics in Orlando, because like their packs, I don't know what was it. Because I remember another time, completely different days. I went with you there. I bought 1 pack and I pulled out the full art Sceptile.
Yeah, and the full art Requaque.
Oh yeah, and the full art Requaque. Bro, I really want to get back into Pokemon TCG, but there's not a lot of places to play it here, and I kind of just want to play the physical version, if you catch my drift. Like, I like that physical card collecting aspect than grinding for virtual cards.
Yeah, you like smelling the cards like every.
Yeah, I love that new pack smell than digital. Is he giving the silent treatment, or is he a figment of your imagination? We will never recollect to find out. Brian, I don't... Please tell me how I properly pronounce your guys' screen names when I read them out loud, please. But... Totally, I was gonna say that I think you could have gone for, like... Is that either Albert hearing voices in his head, or he can't recollect his sanity right now? Type of deal. Since I was into the TCG. Yeah, me too. Like, Gabe and I were talking for, like, you know, 2015 and so. When, like, Mega Evolutions were the newest gimmick. And I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like the Megas. I feel that the only thing...
I like the Mega mechanic on TCG more than I like in the game.
Yeah, and the only thing I would have changed from the Mega rule set on the TCG at least is that I like the claw. I like the claw. So for those who don't know, if you Mega Evolved your Pokemon, your turn ends the moment you Mega Evolve. So essentially, that's 1 turn you cannot attack, putting you on a 1-turn deficit to the DPS output your opponent can be doing. But the way you balance that out is that you made it so that the Mega Evolved Pokemon not only gets more health, but also gets like a very powerful attack that might just be able to change the pivot of the entire game. And then in order to counterbalance that, you could put Spirit Bangle. No, like what was it called?
I can't remember.
Spirit Links. Spirit Links. Each Pokemon would have a Spirit Links, and that way they could Mega Evolve without wasting their turns. So like, you were losing deck space in order to do that. So it was kind of balanced in all those regards. The main issue is that a lot of the Mega Evolutions didn't really have enough powerful attacks in order for them to be viable. With like a few minor exceptions like Mega Gardevoir, Mega Requaque, Mega Alakazam, if you are a gimmick deck enthusiast as myself. I still miss that deck. That was probably my favorite deck, I'm not gonna lie. because I also like that deck because Gabe was the Mega Gardevoir deck, and the Alakazam was like the only thing I had that could properly try and counter it after it after it started.
Oh, what you mean the extremely quick and specifically counter to my deck Scissor deck?
Oh no, I mean, but that's different because of the whole fucking weakness clause. But I guess that
That
the
Mega
main...
Evolution was very worth it.
Huh?
Red Chat. Red Chat saying that Mega Evolution wasn't as worth it. No, it was very worth it.
Like, at the beginning of the format with Mega Evolutions, yeah, totally. Like, you know, some of those early, like, first wave Mega Evolution cards were kind of shitty. But it tends to be the case with most times that Pokemon introduces a new gimmick into the TCG. Or at least that I can remember. But, like, as the years went by, towards the end of the format's lifespan, before Sun and Moon came over and just did its own wacko shit, they were starting to feel a little bit more worth it, if you may. Like, they started to have actual attacks and actual mechanics that could be decent on a deck. Not like, you know, tier 0, I'm gonna win every tournament good, but like, oh, you can make a pretty great deck. Because I basically made it to regionals so many years ago, with a Mega Scissor deck.
No, yeah, Red Chat. Usually that's the rule with TCG, except for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh just Konami just doesn't have any self-control to make imbalance and shit.
Yeah, so like, yeah, so it kind of started sloppily, but it eventually got better and better. But it quite also never really felt like it reached its full potential, if you may. Like,
And sadly, that's because of the rotation cycle that
the
regular
rotations,
TCGs have.
Yeah, so the rotation system came over to the point where the Megas were finally starting to become super viable. Not tier 0, so they felt balanced against the non-Mega decks. And that's kind of what the community wanted to see, because you didn't want just everybody who's running Mega Pokemon decks or versus gimmicks. But also you wanted to give Megas a reason for people to want to buy Mega Pokemon. Because, like, for instance, there was this Mega Scissor deck I kind of built. It was the first deck I brewed. It wasn't great, like, it was pretty decent, and I liked it a lot. And for those reasons alone, it did its job. So, it was just like a 2 energy Mega Evolution that had an attack that, like, dealt 120 damage per turn, so you could pretty much guarantee a 2 kill, like a 2 attack kill on basically anything. And then, you could also, in the process, destroy either the stadium in play or remove one of your opponent's special energies attached to their active Pokemon. So in some fashions, you could screw up your opponent so that they could not fight back by the time Mega Scissor starts swinging in them, because a lot of people used Mega special energies, like double colorless, back in those formats. So it could become like a fucking sniping wall, and it was fun. And then I pair that
Not only
with, like,
that, there are situations where like there's Pokemons with like really weird abilities that normally don't work, but you can kind of like find a way to make them useful, like Mega Rayquaza. Mega Rayquaza's damage will increase the number of Pokemons you have
on your bench. On your bench.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have 0 Pokemon on your bench, you swing for 0.
And I came up with a strategy to like use only normal type Pokemons because they're easy to bring. You didn't need any specific energy. And there's a stage that increases the amount of Pokemons you can have in your bench. And then I figured out one way to make it easier for Albert to like pull out the energy. I told him just use water energy and bring Manaphy.
Yeah. Because with Manaphy EX, which was the Pokemon that you used for that, Manaphy didn't search for water energy. But it allowed any Pokemon that has a water energy attached to them to have free retreat. So if the opponent tried to slow me down by Lysandering, say, the Swallow on my bench, I could just use the water energy to move it out of the active slot. But the other thing that Gabe came up with that strategy was finding the Swallow card, because there was a Stage 1 Swallow with a special ability that forces your opponent to swap their active Pokemon. So you could disrupt them and sort of force them to waste resources to get their engines going if like the deck started slow, because you needed to set up. Mega Rayquaza was a deck that once it's set up, it can sweep, but it wants to set up. So you gotta
And I
be
forgot,
a
I think
little
this
bit
was
disruptive.
auxiliary that you had for like your mana search.
Yeah, no, Artillery was my hand. Back in those days, there was an Artillery, Stage 1 Artillery that had Abyssal Hand, so you could draw until you have 5 cards per Artillery. But that was the best cheap, like, draw engine you could get, because that's the days of Shaman EX, which, if people who do not know, was probably one of the most busted cards I've ever seen. You just put him on the bench, and you could draw until you have 6 cards in hand, and then its attack would make it so that for 1 double colorless energy, you can just put him back into your hand. And just that way, if your opponent tried to like Lysander it and get a cheeky 2 price, but they couldn't kill it in 1 turn, you can just yoink it back in the hand and completely disrupt your opponent while also getting more cards out of the Shaman. So it was like ridiculous. That card went for like $60. So that's why I used proxies when I played in like local scenes and not tournaments. But for the tournament, I used like a 1/1 Artillery line. Man, Pokemon TCG. I still collect TCG cards, but it's mostly of like the Pokemons that I like, or the trainers and the NPCs that I like. Because like I don't care if Pokemon games are shit, like I was saying yesterday, I'll still find their character designs to be super creative and super charming. And that's enough for me to like want to buy the cards. So like I'd wish that personality had more of an output in those games. But I really like the fact that new Pokemon TCG cards since Scarlet and Violet, you can get a lot of full art, like special art cards that are not just like the top Pokemon EX. So it makes buying the cards a lot more fun when you can pull out like, oh, it's a common, but it's the full art of this common like Rookidee who's terrible in the TCG and all this other stuff. But because you got the special deck, the special art, then you feel like, hey, you got something that at least has some value. I don't know if I'm pretty sure that the thing that does suck about that is that I think and I don't know if this is how the packs are, so this might be the main reason why it's not like that, is whether or not that full art for say a common regular like Rookidee can be the same slot as you getting a full art, you know, mega shiny Rayquaza. Or if
Yeah, no, it is the same slot.
Okay, so yeah, maybe not as much, but as long as I feel like if, you know, people are getting more shiny variants, then better.
Like always, you're gonna get a rare card always in your packages.
Yeah,
That rare can be a shiny breeding card or it can be a full art.
yeah.
And
there
that's why
is-
that's why Pokemon is not as expensive. Honestly, the most expensive card ever was a Shaman, and it was like $60.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen many Pokemon cards, tier 0 cards, like Shaman EX, go beyond the double digits. And part
And I'm
of
not gonna count the rare Charizard from whatever old generation is.
yeah,
That
no,
doesn't
those
count.
special, not counting special event cards and stuff like that, but like, what I wanted to say is that the other advantage that you have when you play something like Pokemon, it's you got that sort of versatility that you also get from like buying Magic, because in Magic it's just about like matching the colors of your deck and then finding like, and then you start going into the hyper specific. But like with Pokemon you can kind of do that because like trainers and supporters are like sort of universal cards that you want on any deck. So like most of the times, if you don't really care about having multiple decks online to be played like at a moment's whim, you can just, or if there's a deck and you no longer like it, you can just like keep the supporters and the trainer cards and just focus on buying the new Pokemon. So it can become cheaper in the long run as well, as long as
That's
you're not
why-
going
that's
for
why I
any
love-
crazy shiny things.
Yeah, that's why I love Pokemon, Magic, and Digimon, because of that simple core mechanic.
Yeah, that's the main thing that like sucks about Yu-Gi-Oh, and I felt that even as a kid, is like if I bought a booster pack, it'd be very hard to, like I had to get super lucky that the card that I drew from the pack fits between the archetype of my deck, because if it doesn't say elemental hero whatever, then I cannot use it, you know.
Also, Yu-Gi-Oh has the one issue that even Vanguard fixed.
Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh does not have a rotation or a reset or a reboot. Every card is valid as long as they are not in the ban list.
Oh yeah, they don't have a format.
They have 3 different formats, but that's without counting the mule, the this, the whatever. I'm not counting fan-made formats. There's only traditional,
Yeah.
and there's standard. There's only 2 formats in Yu-Gi-Oh. Traditional is every card is valid. Basically, all the cards are valid. The ban list still exists, except for the banned cards. Banned cards are just limited to 1 instead.
I'm pretty sure
And
it's
standard is
valid.
just your regular Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, but it's not like, say, Pokemon, where there is in Magic where you have seasonal rotations of the newest sets,
Exactly.
and then the expanded formats that are still like have their own tournaments.
The way Vanguard fixed it, and I think is probably the second best way to do it that is not just rotation, is basically they every so often they just make a new set of cards, and those are the cards that you can use.
Yeah, sort of like a reboot.
Exactly.
I want to.
Which works really well.
Shadely, if you're still in chat, I'm trying to get back into Magic. I think I found a store, not in my area, but within the same country, that might sell individual Magic cards. And my brother and I wanted to build some like pauper decks, because those are cheap and they're sort of fun. But I don't know if like there's any bird decks that you know of, and if you do know of any, please send me like any lists. I know. Another reason I want to get back into Magic is because like next year they're having a collab with Final Fantasy. So we're gonna get.
Because a friend of mine just told me about it. There is a bird wizard on Magic right now.
Oh, I like birds and wizards. Or if you're making a bird-based TCG when... I mean, there is a game I want to play called Wingspan, which is a board game you can actually buy that's about birds. Nadu just got the axe, it says Shadely. Oh, an Ink Smasher. It's a shame. I gotta go. Goodbye. Oh, a quad MC and a quad MT. Well, too bad, because I gotta go away. Goodbye.
Okay, yeah, there it is. A friend of mine just told me about it because there's a new bird that came out that
Nadu?
apparently is like really fucking good. And I think you will love it.
Nadu is busted beyond where it says Shadely. Let me look up a card. Nadu MTG.
Not Nadu? I haven't heard of Nadu, but I heard about Mockingbird.
This card is amazing. Hold on, I gotta put it on. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
After that, look up Mockingbird. Trust me on that one.
Mockingbird?
Yeah, Mockingbird. It's a blue. It's a blue common bird.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna load the pictures. Mockingbird. Speaking of mockingbirds, I saw 2 mockingbirds in my neighborhood the other day, and they were so cute. Mockingbirds are pretty fun. A lot of people who live like up north in the U.S. keep an eye out for mockingbirds. Hilarious. You can have a field day just looking at those guys. Super sassy. All right. So here's Nadu. I'm trying to load it. There. Oh, there he is. I know the card is crusty, but I love it. Look at his head. He's like a burp. It's like a stork.
Creatures you control
Flying.
have whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in your hand. The ability triggers only twice each turn. That's not bad.
Oh wow, that's kind of
That's actually pretty
crazy.
good.
That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy for a 3 mana.
Yeah, and it's blue and green, so it works really well with Mockingbird,
Oh
actually.
my goodness, it's whenever you becomes the target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. If not, you just oh, you're being targeted by an opponent's spell. Draw a card. It might as well just say draw a card. This card is insane. Wow.
Yeah, and per creature,
Twice each turn per creature?
Yep.
Okay, so like per creature is not like you just have one Nadu, and then each other creature you control can do that ability twice.
So like
Okay, hold
you
on. I
have
gotta go tell my brother.
Nadu.
I gotta tell my brother about this. Hold on.
So you have Nadu, and each
I'll
of
be
your
right back.
creatures gain that ability, and you can do it twice.
Dude. Okay. So.
Oh, he went to tell his brother. He literally went to tell his brother.
All right. I am back. I'm putting on my headphones. My brother was just like, "What the fuck, man?"
All right, now check out Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. Yeah, I have it. I downloaded the picture. Let me load it up real quick. All right. 1x mana. All right, blue, flying. 1/1. You may have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less or equal to the amount of mana paid with the to spend to cast Mockingbird. Except it's a bird in addition to its other types, and it has oh my goodness, so he can just become like a copy of Nabu.
He can become the copy of any creature, and then you just add flying and bird to it.
My goodness. No, every creature gains this ability, and this can trigger on them twice. You can literally draw your deck if you build it right on one turn. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, like, if you have 4 creatures, aside from Nadu, so you have 4 other creatures, that's like at least 8 cards, because each of them triggers twice. This card increased the price of Shukos from 50 cents to 15 euros. Legends rules would apply. Oh yeah, so you can only have one per... Yeah, so for those who don't know, the legend rule in Magic is that like there's legendary creatures and legendary cards, and you can only have one of each per name on the battlefield at the same time. So you cannot like, so say here for Nadu, he's a legendary creature, so like there cannot be 2 of him at once. I love this. I think I'm just gonna make that a commander troll deck to play with.
Nadu's your commander. That will be great.
He's a legendary creature, so he applies for commander rules. I don't know if, I mean, his ability might be a little bit too busted for a commander. So I think like if I do play that as my commander, people are just gonna do their best to wipe it from the board. Look, I want
Nadu's
Nadu.
100% be your commander.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Shadley. I might just... I might just do it for fun to play, like, over here. Like, Of course, not necessarily like I'm gonna start actually building it because it's probably a pricey card given how busted it is. But you know, I only need the one copy for Commander. Which will trigger his ability, mind you, so even if they nuke him, you get a card. So wait, the ability applies to himself as well? I thought it was other creatures. My, wow. You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. I always liked it this bit. That piece of scenery. Yes, every creature you control gains his ability. So even himself gets his ability. That wouldn't trigger on planeswalkers, right? Planeswalkers aren't creatures. That creature could be a land. Oh yeah! Holy fuck! That creature could be a land. So if you, like, get abilities that turns your lands into creatures for the turn, the ability still pops off them. Wow! It's so fucking busted, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, but for Planeswalker, does that affect Planeswalkers? Or Planeswalkers are not creatures? I can imagine half of the chat just joining in and it's like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? It's Metroid on the screen. What is this Magic the Gathering? Meanwhile, I'm trying to make a Chozo deck.
At some point, I need you to play Digimon.
Yeah, it's just like... I need to find either the right, like, mons that I want to play with, or the right strategy. Because it's such a, like, unconventional way of playing, and the cards have a little bit too much information to process, that it can, like, get a little bit overwhelmed when I don't have a point of reference for it. But I'm pretty sure with time, I can get used to it.
Yeah, no, chat, to give you an explanation, Digimon TCG is very, very different and unique to the way it handles the gameplay.
Only if the Planeswalkers could turn themselves into a creature. Okay, yeah. What if you turned yourself into a creature?
That is true.
I target myself and I become a creature. So now when my opponent targets me, they have to... I can draw a card out of myself. Man, I would love to jump into voice call and have an easier time explaining just how stupid he is. Well, maybe that can be arranged. Well, we could have a little magic side tangents. But it's also like I'm trying to see if there's anybody in chat who wants to talk about anything else as well. They can go ahead, feel free and throw...
I don't know, I've seen chat that is very happy to hear us talk about car games and motorcycles.
Dude, I gotta see which job I want to do the raids with. And then I'll help you get the gear so that we can go and get ourselves those spikes. If there was a card that could do it, it would work. That's what I'm saying, like, if there's a card, but I very much doubt there's cards that, like, target player becomes a creature. How will that make any sense? Can I block? Alright, yeah, could I block if the card gives me, like, say, makes me a 2/4, right? And then your opponent swings with, like, a 5 trample. Does that mean I only take 1 damage if I block with myself? I don't have anything to add about card games, but I'm happy just listening. Dude, I'm saying is, like, if you also want to, like, throw something else into the void, another topic for conversation, you can go ahead. Like, we don't have to stay on the same topic, but it's hard to know what you guys might want to chat about. So, you know what? I'll open those can of worms. As people said, birds. I saw another bird. The bird from yesterday. It was a social flycatcher. And those birds are pretty funny because they sometimes hover in the air. So like I was just looking at it out the window, and it just sees how Bert goes from chilling to acrobatic, snatches fly off the air to coming back and chill, watching me play video games.
Huh.
In the cart market, the cheapest Nadu goes for €2. Oh, okay, that's not that bad then. I was expecting Nadu going for like $60 because of how broken he is. But I guess it's because he's getting banned, right?
I mean, normally that would be the case for a card to go cheaper.
In Prime 2 Remake, I want the light suit to be full pure chrome. I don't. I kind of like that it's not pure chrome because there's now part separation on the armor. And it makes it feel a little bit more mystical, given that it's based around the light of Aether, you know? That's just me. I kind of would like more of like light effects, if you may. It did just get banned. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, tell us more. Tell us more about this crazy Nadu guy, Shaylee. There would be little reason for printing a card that turns into a creature, since why would you block if with your own face to prevent damage? You see, because I could have like an engine deck that makes it so that whenever I block with my face, I get to draw 2 cards. Look, they made a mechanic with fucking stickers and all these other things. I think that my idea of turning the player into a creature is not that far-fetched. Which, by the way, do you actually have to paste those stickers onto the cards? Or is it just like, oh no, you just changed this thing?
I don't remember.
And more light suit gameplay because the key collecting is a bit boring. Well, sorry to tell you, Chief, the light suit gameplay is the same as the face on suit gameplay. And it's just made to make the scavenger hunt at least more bearable and fun, so that way you have a new armor to play with, instead of like, I got the light suit and now I'm gonna go fight the final boss. Once you get the light suit, it's like, now it's like you're proving your mettle that you can indeed just finish the ultimate Metroid task, which is finding the MacGuffins all scattered across the world. Sandbox mode. Have fun. Rather than just like, I need you to infiltrate this area and I don't know. Like, I can understand why people dislike it, but I think it's probably one of the coolest mechanics you can have on a Metroid game. Is throughout this entire time, you're playing a game and getting familiar with the environment to the point that you think you know everything, but then the developers challenge you to prove it. Like, go find these things. And at least with Echoes, they really did a good job on starting to change what what do you find in the room. So like, notice how we're in the space pirate territory, but we haven't seen a single sign of space pirates in those other rooms because they were just compromised and stuff. So you get a little bit more storytelling in that way. And now you're finding all the extra secrets that the developers hit across the world and give you an extra incentive to just take the opportunity to go for 100% and get that ending, because you might as well go and grab the rest of the items while you're backtracking and finding new secrets and stuff. It just shows you how much like thought the world has, where there are all these new little puzzles that are going there, especially when a game like Echoes, where you just came after fighting so many bosses, and the game rewards you of just like throwing you against this epic like 5-face boss fight for the finale. Like, you get the Emperor Ing, you get Cocoon Emperor Ing, you get Mutated Emperor Ing, and then you get a self-destruct sequence with a banger remake of the original self-destruct sequence, and then you get to fight Dark Samus as Dark Aether is imploding on itself. I think that's enough of a reward for like collecting all those MacGuffins, and it's just like making the build up to that journey, to that moment, all the more memorable because you had to go and prove yourself that you're worthy of getting this cool cinematic and getting this cool thing, because not everybody's gonna get there, but you did it. And so at least back in those days growing up, with when this game was new and all that stuff, that was what made games like these very magical, because like that was sort of an equivalent to like saying I beat this Elden Ring boss, you know. I got this, I did the hard challenge of the game, which was literally the best, happens to be the best definition of a Metroid challenge mechanic, because it's about finding things in the environment with the tools you have at your disposal and backtracking rather than boss fight. Because let's be honest, in Metroid games, the boss fights are like the icing on the cake. They're the rewards for doing the exploration. And in this case, the exploration is so massive that they make it up for it by giving you such a massive boss fight. Hey there, Rick. The Lance Nadu's effects brings into the enter on tap unless they say so. Meaning, if you can instantly use them to cast protection if someone tries to nuke Nadu. Wait, what? The Lance Nadu's effects brings into the enter on tapped unless they say so. Meaning you can instantly use them to cast protection if someone tries to nuke Nadu. Wow, yeah, wow, that is crazy. The lands enter untapped, so you just get like plus mana advantage. Wow, that is crazy. I didn't consider that. I hope they make the light suit have gold lights like the visor do in Prime 2. Yeah, I think that bringing back the gold lights for maybe like special room conditions, like maybe the visor lights up like that when you're close to like any major like ink storm or the water and stuff like that. Nadu's effect is a static ability, meaning that if a creature hit the field, they gain the fresh new 2 triggers. Wow, they don't have to resolve, they just gotta hit the field and they get the effect. Easy. Like, yeah, you cannot interrupt them. So like, oh, okay, so I see, you cannot interrupt them getting the effect once they enter the field. Wow. And you're telling me this card is a bird? With that said, I am the one, I know I'm the big minority in this that actually wants to see Prime 4 having another scavenger hunt. Because these are my favorite portions of the game. I know I'm the minority in this, and that's totally fine. I would like if the light and dark suit would have different arm cannon designs. Yeah, I totally agree with that. One thing that I always felt was kind of like sad is that for changing the Varia suit so the suit so drastically in the game, that the arm cannon doesn't also receive a similar treatment. I guess my theory for why that is the case is mostly I guess just resources, because technically once you swap into like this arm cannon like mode, first person, there's no Samus model. You turn into like a floating hand, and I guess it's just like easier for loading times and all this other stuff if the arm cannon stays the same, you know. Not saying that that's the case, it's more of like what might make sense in my head of why they did not go ahead and also tweak the arm cannons like they did in Metroid Fusion. Because like the Fusion suit has its own unique arm cannon. I don't know why the light, dark, and PED suits aren't the same. Okay. Alright. This puzzle is a little bit tricky. Did I dodge reptile? Huh? Are you saying that that if you miss the lizard, it's never too late, Mewtwo. I could put lizard back on. Oh shit, it's Morph Ball. Fusion suit is peak and the Fusion Vari suit is a masterpiece. Yeah, I agree. I really like the Fusion suit. Both the vanilla and the Samus Returns versions. And I kind of like the clown suit, as people like to call it, Clown Vomit. I kind of like it. It's very alien, and I think that's kind of the point. It's kind of like, you know, the suit, as Dredd confirms, the suit was indeed starting to heal itself, so like it seems like a different layer and stuff. Any excuse for him to put Lizard on screen is valid one for him. That is true, Shadley. That is so true. So you know what? There it is.
Huh.
He was so valid. So today I shot a gray flycatcher. How exotic, right? Dude, that... The fuck are you talking about? That's super exotic to me. Holy shit, man. A gray flycatcher? Bro, all my flycatchers here, like, are yellow. And it's like, oh, okay, that's like the yellow flycatcher. How exotic. No, there's like the Great Kiskadee, the Tropical Kingbird, the Social Flycatcher. They're all like flycatchers and they're all yellow. They just change in size and like head patterns and stuff. But it's not, they're not gray. I don't get many gray birds here. There's this one called the Cinnamon Billed Saltator. He sings very cute. I like his little whistle. He started showing up in near my house. The reptile, no, it's the lizard. Back to the Nether rant. Yes, please tell us more, Shadley. It's like a common sparrow, dude. Don't why? I don't know why people diss common sparrows. I feel that people who like do not appreciate like the type of birds they get are not really just sitting around and just looking at them, because it's I think it's more about the personality that the bird has rather than how exotic it is. Because something kind of lame about exotic birds is that they're very shy, they're very reserved. They don't really do much. They just look around and then maybe fly away, unless you're talking about like a bird of paradise. But like I've sat down and just looked at the common sparrows that I get in my backyard, and those guys are just so cheerful, so playful. It's like, go appreciate the birds. Doesn't matter how exotic or how rare an app tells you. You saw a cool bird. It's how common do you see that bird in your area? If you see it a lot, then, you know, start documenting more about them, and you'll start learning more about like the individual bird and like their personality. And if it's a rare bird that you don't normally see, try and see what might be able to lure them back into the area. Sparrows are very funny. Yeah, sparrows are hilarious. They're super cute also. I love how the fusion suit is alive and not just a piece of metal. Well, the fusion suit is like alive because the Varia suit is, well, alive. It's just that it's more of like, if you want to think about it, the fusion suit does not have a hardened carapace. So it's kind of like when a crab molts its shell. And I love that I mentioned crab and Collector did not show up. There are several cards that spit out creature tokens, and when a land hits the field, tokens also gain the ability. Well, oh, yeah, that's another thing I didn't consider. Tokens also getting that ability. Imagine just being able to produce a 1/1 token per land that you hit, and now you have a means to get two more resources. Just because your opponent wanted to do a silly nuke the field, you know? Just so many of them, it kind of diminishes the excitement. I don't know, dude. I'm the type of guy that it's not so much about the frequency at which I see the bird. It's more of the personality that the birds tend to have that make it more fun. Because like I see a lot of grackles over here, and grackles can be funny, but they're not usually very fun to look at birds, in my opinion, or to me at least. Versus something like a little sparrow, just hopping around and getting on all these wacky places and trying to sing from the top of buildings. You know, I might be biased also. I did have like some sparrow friends, wild sparrows. Oh. Yeah. Stop getting. No. Space Pirate, shut the fuck up. Nadu was in the top. Oh, was in 5 of the top 8 in major tourneys last month. Holy shit, that's a lot. 5 out of 8. You might as well call. You might as well say everybody was running it. So like when I look at birds, it's mostly about like the type of personality that the bird might have. Though we have befriended 2 doves. Oh, that's cute. I once had a dove making a nest on my window in my old house. I wish the dread suit would look a tiny bit more like the fusion suit. I'm fine with the way it looks, because I feel that way it has its own look instead of just being more of the fusion suit. It helps sell like there's a bigger gap between dread and fusion, giving how much the fusion suit is starting to regain its like hardened carapace, as I mentioned. And like I'd rather have like a variety in design, so I kind of like how the dread suit it's going for its own separate vibe, while still staying true to the canon for the Metroid games, rather than just it's another fusion suit adventure. Woo! Well, were you gonna say something, Gabe?
Yeah, just a real quick side tangent.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
A friend of mine just sent me this conversation that is happening on Reddit about Final Fantasy VII
Okay.
and how different the story is, and then people on the reply chat are just mocking the guy
Why?
in a good way though.
Oh, okay.
So like the main post is like, oh, Final Fantasy VII is the most unique Final Fantasy game story-wise because it's the only one that is not just a fantasy version of killing God, but is basically you are an eco-terrorist trying to fight a evil organization. And then people reply, not only that, but fighting against a private fossil fuel company that supplements the government with your girlfriend. You play as a twink as well. A cross-dressing twink as that. And it's hotter than the girls. Eco-terrorists fighting against the exploitation of the planet. I sleep. You play as a hot cross-dressing twink. Real shit. I love that part of the community.
Eco-terrorists and or evil corporations, I sleep. Twink. I wave. You know what I'd wish they do for like a Prime 2 remaster? Is not be cowards and give us a mode that changes his Samus armor to look like Derek Samus. I know someone who would pay top dollar for that. And she's extremely giggly. Man, it's not really working today. Yesterday I mentioned my friends and my friends started showing up.
Alright.
I hate this part. I should just fight the ants. Like I'm supposed to. Yeah, I don't care. I am invincible right now. I'm invincible. You cannot defeat me. You cannot. I dare you. I
did not hit her. I did not.
It's bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
How's your sex life?
As I can tell you, it's confidential. Anyways, how's your sex life? Man, I still remember when I lived in the UK.
When you first introduced me to that bullshit of a movie.
Look, it made for a great movie night, though.
It was the weirdest movie that I ever seen, and I've been watching it since.
But you can't stop thinking about it, Mark.
I cannot stop thinking about it. I cannot stop quoting it.
You cannot. Well, the results are back. I definitely have breast cancer. That movie is just like a study of its own. You know?
100%.
Sky Temple key acquired for me. But yeah, we've been doing some leveling and stuff in Final Fantasy XIV. Giv and I are considering that for the first time in forever, we might actually try and do Savage Raids.
Yeah, I'm already almost prepared. I just need the materia now.
Oh, so you're doing Picto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I really love Picto.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, dude. I gotta get back to leveling it, but right now I was just focusing on my summoner for like when we do treasures and all this other stuff, and I just kind of need to go in autopilot. Which, you know, fair. Picto's also pretty autopilot. But I'm thinking if I want to be healer, tank, or DPS first. Because, like, Machinist might be... I see Machinist being a lot of fun. But I need to level up Machinist.
Someone say Machinist?
Oh my goodness, he does actually show up.
But you didn't mention anything
Dude,
about
I made like 2 or 3 crab and shellfish analogies, and you didn't show up.
That's because it's expected of me to show up for a fish joke, but to a machinist joke, it's unexpected.
Don't you dare pull that bullshit out of me. Hello there, chat member. How you doing today? Really like the dread suit, but the back boosters are meh. The dots of the fusion suit would have looked better on it. I don't know. I like it. I can understand why you dislike it. Prime 2 is peak. Yeah, Prime 2 is the best. Just like Yuri. Is Picto basically better Black Mage? Yes and?
Not really, no.
It's
not.
more like better Summoner.
So, Picto is really good at clearing massive group of monsters and it deals really high damage. But on the long run, Black Mage will always deal more damage than Picto. Just because the burst window for Picto is too... it takes too long for the burst window for Picto to happen in comparison to Black Mage.
It's also the fact that, like, the analogy I mentioned with Summoner is that Picto has the same sort of toolkit as Summoner, but in a more accessible fashion. You get to decide when to do the things rather than where you are in your rotation. It's been fun watching you guys, but I gotta head out. Hope the stream goes well. Thanks, dude. Take care, and hope to see you next stream. Thanks for tuning in. Unlike Collector.
Hey.
So, you guys up for 14 tonight?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Vanguard?
Yeah, we can farm some more bangers so you get your gear.
Yeah, maybe
I
let's
can
start
finally-
leveling up other jobs for Savage.
Am I able to bring Yuri Machinist into the Savage Run?
Excuse you?
Yuri Machinist into Savage Run.
I cannot say no to my beloved ruler, so yes. That settles it. I'm not doing Machinist for the raids, because we already got a Machinist slot then. I mean, hold on. We could almost make our own raid tier, a raid group, dude. Think about it. There's 5 of us.
Technically we can, yeah.
True.
Especially now that Giovanni's actually playing, he wants
6.
to do raid
there's
stuff.
there's 6 of us, so we got Giovanni is probably Paladin. Amaric is probably gonna be Dark Knight. Then we have Collector, Pawn, you, and I. So we just need 2 more people.
I might have one more friend that he plays mainly Dancer, but he does do like high-end content.
Yeah, hey chat, if anybody wants to jump in on this. We have slots open.
Wait a second. I thought Kroko was gonna do Paladin.
Bro, Kroko is at Praetorium and he's like baby mode, alright? He's really not interested on Savage.
Okay.
He's just here.
I give him a pass then.
Kroko is here just for the story, alright? Let's leave it at that.
I respect that because it is a good story.
He just wants to experience the story. He wants to do a few of the raids, and that's it. He's not really going to be hardcore. What game are we talking about? Well, the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which has a free trial up to level 70 and includes the Storeblood expansion for free, with no restrictions on playtime. Yes, tell that to Yoshida that prefer buffing every job at making Savage and Rage a joke and still make Black Mage underpowered compared to Picto. That's so sad. Because, like, Picto's got the mobility. Picto's got all these crazy things, but Black Mage is sort of like... I like the fact that before, Black Mage was rewarded for their lack of mobility with just burning. But no, we gotta favor silly Paint Boy. Nadu is a bird that is big enough to survive a bolt, making the saying "bolt the bird" ineffective on him. I think a random things to rant about him without repeating myself. No, but like not being able to bolt him is also pretty cool because even if you bolted him, the effect still triggers. Like it's crazy. Like I think if you can bolt it, if Natu was just boltable, then maybe it could have been slightly more balanced. Bro, I forgot about one item in Dark Gator. I am so fucking stupid. I maybe could get a collected list of everything I put it that describes how broken Nadu is and to the TCG channel, if you wish. Yeah, type it all there and at me so I can read it, please. And definitely I would still appreciate helps with making like bird themed decks for Magic. Bro said it like it was a sponsor. Yeah, it's totally not a sponsor, so I can get a free subscription. It's totally not an ad read. What are you talking about?
That would be weird.
Why would I ad read about this game? I don't understand why I would have an ad read about this game. Totally not. With that said, let's be honest, there could be way worse ad reads I could have read. You know? If Yoshi P asked me to make a promotion...
Alright. I need to start head going, so I'll see you later, my friend.
Go ahead, Gabe. Thanks for joining.
Alright, later, Gabe.
I got Fish Boy over here. Now we can both simp about Yuri together.
Yuri.
Have I showed you my Yuri-themed PC setup?
No!
Oh, I haven't?
No, you haven't!
Oh my goodness. Alright. I'll send it to you tonight, because I need to take a new picture in this room, because I changed the lighting in my room to fit with my PC rig, and then it just has like all these Yuri-themed things for the lights and stuff. It's not like,
this
oh,
is
my
now
rig...
Yuri brain hour.
It's not like my rig is now, like, I got a new rig and whatever, but it's more like I changed the color scheme to fit with, well, Yuri. For the bird deck, I would need a moment. I would have to get some time first. Yeah, no, like, dude, take your time. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to, in no rush to need of the deck. Like, you take care of your priorities, and all these other things, and if someday you have time and you see like a fun deck list or whatever, just send it my way. I'm not going to participate in any tournament scenes. Anyways, Yuri.
I have the nickname, because you know you got a nickname for your character.
I cannot believe you Fantasia, dude.
Okay, look. At first I thought, I missed mine, and then I realized I wasn't aware at how attached I was to Yuri.
Dude, I'm convinced that auras are just like the best. I don't know why.
I was not aware of how much I slept on Aura until I Fantasia'd into one for Yuri. And then once I went there, I was like, I tried going back, but then I couldn't.
Like I feel that like for, you know, the advantage with Aura is that you can really make some variety of like vibes in your character. So you can have someone as spunky as mine, or as my lizard, or you know, you can have other normie cutie lizards, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand wanting to change back to the row, but it's more like I'm sitting here like, Collector, I think I need to have you need to have an intervention. I think you might be a little bit of a turning into a Fantasia addict.
Oh no! That was truly the last one, because I've realized that deep down, I'm now one of you.
You just enjoyed being more of a lizard game.
I do.
See, the thing is now, you might want to consider like making your own lizard, because one thing I definitely did enjoy more is just making the own headcanon for my character. But then again, just being able to play as a character that looks like Yuri is just a pleasant mind fuck.
Okay, to be fair, let me tell you how it started, right? I thought, let me go ahead and make one with the same skin tone and with white hair. And then I thought,
wait, hold on.
well, actually, what else
hold on,
looks
can
like
you
that?
repeat? You turn into a little bit of a car for a second.
Okay, so it started with, I'm going to make a dark skin tone with white hair.
Yeah.
And then I thought, wait a second. I've
That's
seen
just
this
you.
before. And then I looked back and I was like, oh, it's Yuri. So then I thought, well, what could I do with this? How can I make it look more like Yuri? I may either go big or go home, right?
Yeah, might as well.
So I thought, let's go for, because what is the perfect character that is also machinist?
Yuri.
Also Yuri. So I thought, why not both?
And you just got like a cool cyber gun for Endwalker relics.
Exactly, and it just seems so perfect.
Yeah, and we're going to Solution 9.
I could not just change. I thought, I'm gonna do this as a gag for the bully. I'm just gonna switch back.
Yeah.
But then I swapped back, and I thought, you know, I was not aware of how much I really liked that character. I mean, I would actually swap into the Yuri glam when you would log on for the bully, but I had my own
Fuck
glam
you.
and
Well, you're gonna play with my emotions
come on,
like that.
you can blame Pon for the influence.
Yeah, okay,
And,
but you're going with it.
I shall neither confirm nor deny these accusations. But anyways,
Yeah, go ahead.
so and then I would go with like my own little like look or whatever. Like I have my own like you've seen my red and gold glam. I would go
Yeah.
with my own where it'd be like black hair with like a red dye or something like that, or red highlights I mean, or
Yeah.
something like that to go where the red eye shows as well to match the look. So I had it all planned out. Like it was already there before Yuri came in. I just thought my character already looks so much like Yuri to begin with.
Yeah,
I might as well capitalize on that.
I might as well. It's like the perfect. Alright, I can either change. It's kind of like Pawn, right? She can either go from being Sadu or her own character.
Exactly like Pon, yes.
Yeah, so you can just go. Like the thing I was saying is cool if you can just, by changing things slightly here and there, make a character you still equally like that can be like your own OC.
Exactly.
I definitely
So you get
found
it.
it more fun to. When I play MSQ, I do roleplay as the lizard. You know, like I just
The
get in
query of
character
life.
and I make like decisions and stuff that would fit more with the headcanon of the lizard and her personality and all that.
And that's how the Courier of Light came to be.
Quee? Yeah, because she's a dork and she would definitely wear that. That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
Um,
And not the T word.
no, definitely not that word. She's just funky, okay? It's not my fault she's got moxie. Oh, wait, you've not seen, right? She looks different now.
I don't think I have. It's been a while since you and I logged on at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know
Like
if you want to
literally
keep
the
that
last
as a
time
surprise
we
or
logged
you
at the
want a
same
picture.
time was when I was a Femro.
Yeah.
And that was like at least almost a month ago.
Yeah, that's why I was still saying like I can't believe you Fantasia because I still thought you were Fembro.
Yeah, no, I'm staying.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is new now.
Lizard superiority is just like look, I went like I tried the Fantasia and then I said like, all right, you know, what's the worst case that can happen? If I don't like the character, I can always just Fantasia back into whatever when the next expansion comes out. And now I have
Little
a free
did he know.
Fantasia with Endwalker that I don't know what I'm gonna do with because I don't want like why do I don't need this anymore.
Little did he know the rabbit hole he was going down by turning into a lizard for the first time.
Look, I realized how spunky of a character I could do. Okay? And that was really the problem. Is that I wanted to do... when I started playing the game, I was a Mikote. Because, like, I thought it would be fun because there was a lot of us playing when I started, you know, and everybody was a different species. So I thought it'd be cool if everybody's just like doing that. So the issue was that Vieira, Fenro, and Aura were taken, right? So I was stuck with either vanilla Homelander, I was gonna say Highlanders, and like
No, you had it right the first time.
with Hewers and stuff like that, or Elezen or Lalafell. So I just went with Mikotse, because if like I'm gonna be one of these, I might as well be try and make like a spunky cat girl. And then I realized how I could not do it. In hindsight, I should have gone with like the Femme Highlander, but it's also the fact that you can understand that you're starting to play this Final Fantasy MMO and it's your first MMO, and you just don't want to be a regular human.
Thank you. I agree.
Like, I wanted to embrace the fantasy aspect, and then I tried Lizard for a little bit. And then I don't remember what happened before the Lizard.
It all became a blur.
It's all
the Lizard
blur.
took over.
Yeah, because she's so neat.
For the longest, for many years, I was actually an Elezen. And I prided myself on being the Elezen who didn't look like either an NPC, Emmerich, or an old man. Like, there was literally no in between. You were either an NPC copycat or an old man. Like, that was all Elezens were.
Yeah.
And then you even just go through the storyline and tell me one female Elezen that also looks different from each other. I'll wait.
Iceheart.
Okay, that's different. Iceheart doesn't count.
You put the barrier. You made it too easy, Collector.
You know what? You're right. I did make it too easy. So all except Iceheart.
Could you do me a favor? Could you try like reconnecting to the voice chat? Because you're like getting some like static every once in a while you talk. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's my headset. 1 second.
Okay. All right. I just didn't want to interrupt your train of thought. Mine's my favorite area, Metroid Prime 3. I really like Skytown area. I think like Skytown is pretty cool, but I'd say Face. It's just so alien and hostile, and it's sort of eldritch horror, and I think it's pretty cool because of that.
How about now?
Now I hear you very low.
The connection.
Okay, I just heard like the connection. Oh. That's all I heard before you like entered into the void. It was so funny. I hear it's like Armor Core. It's like, have we made contact? Oh. Oh, dude. You know what? If you want, since you're here, right? I could swap to a cheeky Armor Core.
Oh, you could.
So that way you could commentate over it.
You could.
Do you want to?
I feel like I'm allowed to commentate on it because I'm literally at the final boss of New Game Plus Plus. So I'm at the point to where I know enough of the story in the game where I can commentate.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay. So do you want to?
Yes.
Okay, let me find a save room real quick.
I mean, after all, we want to save the good fight until Pawn's here.
Yeah. No, like, I'd rather save it for when Pawn is here as well. You can tell Albert how good he is. Yeah, Collector, you can tell me how good I am at the game.
Yeah. Oh, is this a running gag? I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right.
The trick
is grab 2 songbirds.
Yeah, I know. 2 truenos.
You used to have the Zwanger or whatever it's called.
Excuse you?
And then they nerfed it so hard. You used to just go in there with a songbird and those 2 guns, and you just breeze through New Game Plus Plus. It didn't matter. PvP also doesn't matter. And then it's like, but then they nerfed it so hard because it was so strong.
Yeah. All right, save room reached.
How many keys are we sitting on, by the way?
I think 7 right now.
7. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Chat,
7.
is he right? Are we sitting on 7?
I mean, I'll check for you. I'm pretty sure chat was not counting. I am missing some power-ups anyways. Like, I think I'm missing an energy tank, a few missiles. So I might have to do, like, a second walk around and check every other room. So, like, there's enough for, like, a whole different stream where it's not just go fight the final boss. Which is why I'm like, alright, you know what? I'd rather swap to a different game for a little bit just because.
That's fair. Oh, let me exit MSQ roulette real quick.
Suit expansions.
I'd rather wait on MSQ roulette when DPS bonus XP anyways.
No, yeah.
I'm taking your advice and leveling up Viper for the scouting glam for Yuri.
Yeah.
Because that looks really good.
Which Yuri again?
I can't remember. I just remember how much I love the glam.
Yeah, but which...
You said it was something...
If you tell me, like,
it was a level 90 glam.
Level 90 glam. Was I using it?
Oh, it was your particular glam that exposed a certain part.
Ah, okay, yeah, I know which glam it is now.
I love how you knew exactly which one I was referring to.
I know myself. What do you think
your weakness.
What do you think my brain is right now gravitating towards? I'll show you in a bit. Hold on. Yeah, I think I got 7. All right, I'm gonna swap to Armor Core real quick.
Armored Core.
Just for context, Collector. I had finished the game. But so I was doing New Game Plus, but then we went to play it at my in-laws' house. And he he wiped his data and he started from scratch and we just played until we beat Balteus. Because my brother never played it and we wanted to see if it clicked with him, and it did. So when we came back, I went ahead and I continued the progress I had on the stream file, which I started from scratch. So that way he could also get the experience. So like right now we're at the worm boss.
Don't worry, I don't miss.
Yeah, it's more like I'm not going to be doing that because I'm trying to catch up stream to the missions we've been doing. Like my brother and I, anyways. So.
Okay.
Because like I want him to. We might be playing later tonight. So if I'm late to voice chat for 14, you know why.
Of course. So what do you think of your best buddy?
Wait, can you repeat the question?
In Armored Core, what do you think of your best buddy?
Define best buddy though.
Okay, as a character, what do you think of him? What do you think of the best buddy?
Oh, you're talking about Rusty?
Rusty.
I thought you were talking about who I consider my best buddy.
Oh, no. I'm not that evil. I'm talking about in Armored Core, the character who always refers to as best buddy. He has been universally known as best buddy.
I know, but I was just doing a bit.
Oh, okay.
Well, we might have to duel him, so... I mean, who doesn't like Best Buddy?
Is that a Gundam?
Is that a Gundam? Well,
no, it's a Dune reference.
Collector, here is... Yeah, it's actually a Dune reference. Here's the current build that we've been using.
Yeah, blue.
Yeah, it is blue, the mech.
Okay, go ahead.
It's supposed to be like her playstyle and her color scheme, as I've mentioned in the other streams.
Okay. I see that. I can see it.
Do you want to see it in action?
Of course. I'm always a huge fan of the backward hind leg builds.
All right. Let me see someone who might be fun to fight. That's.
What about Iguazu? Yeah, I love seeing him bully.
Let's bully Iguazu some more.
I love bullying Iguazu.
Who doesn't like bullying Iguazu? I'm trying not to spoil the game for my brother who might be hearing outside the door.
You ruined our field trip, Walter.
You ruined our field trip, Walter. I can't wait for him to hear that. I love Michigan. Michigan. I want to have a beer with Michigan. All right, here we go.
Michigan's the guy who you're really bad enemies with, but then you just respect to the point where you have a beer after a showdown.
That's literally how he got hired into the guns.
That's hilarious.
That's canon lore. I'll tell you in a bit. Hold on. Let me just beat
Oh my
Iguazu.
god.
I thought you knew.
I didn't.
Alright, here we go. The music in this game is insane.
Ooh. Okay, alright. I was expecting this was a quick range build, but it's got a little melee built into it. I like it. Like, you have to be, like, super, like, good at aiming that hind leg kick, but it just feels so good with these legs.
By the way, this is a build you can make in Chapter 1.
Is it really?
Yeah, this is my Chapter 1 build.
I think I saw somebody did a challenge where they wanted to use the default the default parts you get.
Yeah, because you can beat the game with just a default 6-1 mech. Oh, I missed the range on that.
Yeah. Now I want to dust off Armor Core.
So just so that's like the reference of I'm using Armor Core as a reference of how I want the mechs in Recollection to fight.
That is a good idea.
So
I like
this is Blue's playstyle in the game, and that's why she has guns in her in the concept art and stuff.
With a little bit of melee into it.
Yeah.
Quick, speedy, range with a bit of melee. I like it.
Yeah. Like we've beaten the entire up to Chapter 3 with just this guy. At times we swap the left shoulder, because I like the left shoulder because it forces my opponent to move, and I'm using that to bait them into melee range, as you could see. So I can go with the sword.
It works. It works really well. They think you don't have anything like that, but you know, then you dust it off, and all of a sudden.
I'm thinking I sometimes put this as the left shoulder just for a little bit of a laser control play.
Right.
For just this charged attack that I can do from the air. Or if not I like putting on the right hand instead of the turner. I like putting the 760 PR, because the plasma
That's
is really
honestly
good.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, it's I used this to beat Balteus with the same build. This build melted 50% of Balteus' health in one combo.
I can believe it.
Like, you know, he goes into phase 2, I took down his shield, and then he just never put the shield back up. Another armored
You ruined the skill trip.
that we have is this one, which we based a little bit on the Ospreys from Recollection.
Ooh. That's an interesting set of combination. Oh! It's a bit more focus on oomph.
Yeah, do you want to see it in action?
Of course.
Alright, I'm going to try it on against someone else. It's not Iguazu.
Give Iguazu a little breather for a second.
We use this build, just, you know, eat it, the Cataract.
You know that one fight where you have to take down that one guy who is a newbie in training, and he's bringing in a suit, and you have to take him down, and just that.
It's basically the same build, but we perfected it a little bit more. And the cool thing is that you can just grab this build and put it on tank treads.
Ooh. You know what? With those body parts, I can see that.
Also, the kick is
I can see
insane.
how this would be really beneficial for tank treads. Now, are we talking like the tank treads? Or are we talking about the mini tank?
Both.
Both. Okay.
I don't know if the top is a little bit too heavy for the Fortaleza legs, the wheelchair ones.
Right.
But
oh my god, the wheelchair ones. That's a great name for it. Go ahead.
There you go. Look at my health, and I stood still. I just kept hugging him. Look at my health.
You didn't even have to hit him directly. You just hit in his general direction.
Yeah, that's...
That's great.
And that's how the Ospreys would fight in Recollection, you know?
Okay.
It's just they can't afford to brute force their way in. There's a build I want to make, but it's a Chapter 4. I need Chapter 4 parts for Red and Mask. But for Mask at the moment, we have this guy.
See, that is my second favorite set of blades.
Yeah, they're super good. But you want to see you want to see why this one's kind of fun?
Yes.
It's not really PvP build, alright? It's not for arena. It could be.
Where's the fun if it was just focused on that?
Yeah, this is more like a single player, but there is a PvP variant that there is, but I need more pieces.
Right. Dual songbirds, my beloved.
There's a reason for them. Okay. So I want you to notice the airtime, right?
Oh.
Are you ready for this shit?
I am.
I don't think you're ready for this. Anyways, as I was saying, I can keep flying.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How?
Look at the booster, right?
Oh my god.
The songbirds keep me in the air from the
regen.
recoil. So as long as I keep timing the songbird to when the booster is gonna run out, and I just keep a decent altitude, I'll never touch the floor again.
That's ingenious. I could have used that trick in the wall. That would have been phenomenally helpful.
Yeah, this guy is great for Chapter 2. This is what I used to be Chapter 2.
Oh, that's so clever.
Because it's great for both the cleaner and the sea spider.
Oh man!
I can't wait to get I can't wait to get the other parts back to show you. Like, I have this great touch of death. Like I break you once, goodbye 75% of your health. Build. And it's just melee.
I want to make the pile bunker work, but I am so bad
I got the build.
at gauging the distance for the pile bunker.
I have the build for you. You just gotta let me get to Chapter 4.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna continue now the actual story, now that we eliminate V4. Oh, Swinburne.
Harry.
Raven, we have a mission we'd like to offer you.
It's totally not the Fremen.
Totally.
I mean, did you know that Coral was referred as Melange in the code?
Are you for real? That's hilarious.
Why else is there a giant worm that's being impulsed by the Coral?
The game is literally built to be
it is a Dune love letter.
I love it.
There's a lot of like analogies and stuff. Oh, is this a stealth mission? Yeah.
Oh, this mission.
Yeah.
And then you got
Swinburne. All right, Collector. Are we killing Swinburne or are we letting him live?
Okay, what did you do last time?
With Croco, we killed him.
Let him live.
Okay.
I want to see how you handle what happens after.
Oh my goodness! You want me to fight that guy? Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. If I'm gonna fight him, I'm gonna go with the default, my good old default.
You're gonna let Johnny Young Box live.
Yeah, we'll let him live. Red Rum cosplay build? No. Just Red from Recollection. If you don't know who that is, I can show you. It's my original character for a show I want to produce. I don't know why I read that so quickly. It's the ad read. Okay, so the story with Michigan real quick. Michigan and whoever's Gun 2 were like actual enemies and rivals, and they kept fighting each other for years, and they couldn't budge each other until the point that, like, after a defeat, the dude just invited Michigan over for a beer, and they became friends, and then he joined the Balaam Industries. I kid you not. And he's actually the only one who backs up Iguazu in the New Game Plus, by the way. I don't know if I died or Collector disappeared. But I'll go fight in the meantime. Yeah, I should have brought the other gun.
What gun is that?
The Turner.
Huh.
Chapter 1, dude. I should have brought the plasma gun, because it instantly kills these guys, but I know I'm going to have to fight another AC later down the line, and I'd rather just...
Yeah, that's fair. I usually bring a songbird, and the plasma rifle, and then maybe a machine gun for this fight.
The songbird is usable in this, but the build is so light that the recoil is insane.
I mean, I use the quad legs, so I don't really care about that.
You don't really care about that. I'm a reverse high. No, oh, I fucked it up. I forgot about that guy. Hey.
Well done. I'll handle it from here.
I like the color scheme. It's the color scheme is Blue's color scheme, by the way. As in the character, like so. I just.
There you go with the blue build with the silver with yellow trim on the weapons.
Yeah. Am I not streaming?
No, you are.
Okay. But I was just saying that the paint job is using the color schemes I have on the character. I'm just quiet. Yeah,
You two's just quietly watching, admiring the Gundam. I mean, Armored Core. I mean, Dune reference.
It is Dune Gundam Core.
Dune Gundam, if you will.
Should have stayed down there, Johnny. Because you can see if this build needs to move, it can move.
Worm door. There you go.
Wormed them. Oh, I equipped the wrong missile, so just realized.
Armored Spice also works.
I have the wrong left shoulder.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we'll make do. We'll make do.
You'll make it work.
We'll adapt.
He took down the flagship, the pile of scraps.
I mean, if you want another Dune like similarity between this game and the books, when you drink a lot of spice, like in the movie, you survive the Water of Life trial, you basically gain access to all the you make contact with all your previous lives and all your previous consciousness. So you literally have like
Harry.
More like 2,000 Aries.
Oh.
All of which you can commune for guidance and information. So all their knowledge is available to you.
Do you play this game with a controller, or do you play it with a keyboard and mouse?
Controller.
Yeah, I can't play this game with a keyboard and mouse.
I think that the devs even recommend you to play with a controller. It's made for consoles, you know, in mind.
That could be anything.
That could be anything. Woohoo! Not me! Sorry, that was a Krayling from Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
They never learn, do they? Huh. This isn't how the Liberation Front builds their ACs.
Target confirmed. It's Swinburne. The Vesper's intercepted.
Yes.
What do you think you're playing at? Wait, you're not one of mine. Another emblem?
know, he had that shoulder. I had to respect it.
Okay, we can make it work.
Yeah, no, we can make it work.
But clearly you need to be disciplined.
Discipline this. Boom.
I'm Swinburne. I can't lose.
He seriously went, I'm a genius, haha. Oh no.
Oh no. It is a Gundam game.
Also, I freaking love the music in the game.
Yeah, no, this game is a fucking work of art. This is my game of last year.
This is honestly the first Armored Core I've ever played, but I absolutely adore this game.
Yeah, it's... I've played Armored Core 5 and 4 in the past. But this is just its own separate, cooler beast. The lore really helps.
So is it like Final Fantasy where they each have their own similar but different story, or?
Kind of like Final Fantasy in that regard.
No, wait! Let's not do anything hasty. You realize I lead the Vesper 7 squad, which means I hold the purse strings. Every single transaction goes through me. Let me go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand? You're quick on the uptake, aren't you? Splendid. Who touched it?
Confirmed. Target destroyed.
It's not what I agreed to.
I just wanted to do it. It was funny.
Question.
Okay, that's... I honestly never thought of just saying yes and then just
Flavor
still kill
text,
him.
a flavor text. I did it for that flavor text.
Oh my god, that is so clever. I didn't think they had flavor text like that. That's great.
I'll do it again so we can fight the other guy.
This time with the correct shoulder piece.
Yeah, this time I want the correct shoulders. You know what? I'm gonna try the plasma gun.
Ari, my beloved.
Did the Walter teach you that? 6-1. I'm gonna teach you a trick.
To quote a very wise individual, you ruined our field trip, Walter.
You ruined my field trip, Walter. Oh, check what I got.
Ooh.
Actually, hold on. Here, let me
Have you
test.
ever used the whip before?
No, but I want to. Oh no, wait, I've used it on
I
Tetrapod.
think you're
on
gonna
Tetrapod.
love the whip.
I had a Tetrapod build with Trenos, the flamethrower, and the whip.
I also legitimately want to see you build the Comet.
What?
I want to see you build the Comet.
The Comet?
The
Char?
red Comet.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh, that is clean. I never used that weapon before.
There's a weapon in Chapter 4 that's a handgun. They only have 5 shots each, right? But they deal a lot of stagger damage. So once you see like your opponent's stagger meter rising up with the other gun, like you swap into the chainsaw and you start charging it up. So that when they get staggered,
You go in for the kill.
Like,
Oh, that's good.
here's how much damage it does.
I've seen someone do that with the pile bunker, but
Yeah.
I can never gauge the distance right with the pile bunker to make it work.
So like, you know, I'd be doing all of this to just so I just time it, right? At this point, I start charging this,
Right, because you're about to stagger them.
and then boom.
Oh my god, that is amazing. I didn't think it did that much damage once they're staggered.
Yeah. So all you need is like quick staggers and a build that can like have a little bit of like damage control, right?
Okay.
And then you just have to time you're starting to charge the chainsaw when they're close to the stagger, and then you just
Gotcha.
punish them. There's another build I have that's similar strategy, but it swaps between 3 melee weapons. So I go for the pile bunker and then the other like one with a rocket propeller. So
You know, not gonna lie,
yeah.
when I saw the blue, I thought, Sadu?
Sadu. But it's blue. She's very neat.
Or maybe Dark Samosa.
Yeah.
Hi, Pon.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Pawn. God damn it! How does this happen every fucking time?
What?
We mention someone and you two just show up.
It's okay. Albert kept mentioning,
Sucker Punish with a chainsaw is no joke. Yeah, it's no joke. Alright, so you want me to let Swinburne live?
Yeah.
Do we have to? He's such a bitch.
Who's a bitch?
Swinburne. The dude that we gotta go fight.
Oh.
Pon, you just missed it. He's like, let me go. I hold the purse strings. Ah, you're quick on the uptake. I see that, and then he killed him anyways.
Like, I make a truce with him, and I hear him out, like, he's got the money, and he'll make sure I get paid a lot, and then I just fucking backstab him.
And then Ari's like, did Walter teach you that?
Confirmed, target destroyed. She's so disappointed on you.
I had to.
Slightly concerned and also disappointed.
Some more Rubit?
Some
Rubit.
Rubit.
Collector was here. He plays Armored Core, so I wanted to show him my shitty skills at this game. And my own builds.
Did you made a build based on Lizard?
Not yet. Soon.
Soon? Oh.
There's one build that might be like Lizard because it's kind of like Viper, very flashy melee.
Ooh.
But I
well,
don't.
She is
have...
a Viper main now.
Yeah, well, default Viper.
I was also thinking the whip because it's blue, you know, like the tail.
Yeah. It's just that on bipeds the whip is kind of eh.
It'd be really funny, like you play Armored Core and it with the Lizard build, and like the enemy is like, "Who is this person?" And you're, "Wow!"
Oh, discipline
up,
these
Johnny.
nuts.
I'm Swinburne. I can't lose.
You're Swinburne these nuts.
Swinburne.
The music is just crazy. Oh, I knew it, but I wanted to get my boosters back, but I was like, oh, he's gonna fire the Songbird, isn't he?
Let's not do anything hasty. You realize I lead the Vesper 7 squad, which means I hold the purse strings. Every single transaction goes through me. Let me go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand? Stubborn to the last. You don't know what's good for you.
What happened to the other guy?
I need to. Oh my goodness. I thought
You're so quick to refuse him.
I hate him so much. I hate him so much. That's why I keep refusing. I just want him out of my face. He's Swinburne.
But Albert, he just wanted a call sign of his own.
Oh no, I mean that's different. Fuck that guy. Dog eat dog world, dude.
It's so funny because in PvP it became a meme when somebody got obliterated so bad, the comments would be loaded with, he just wanted to call sign of his own.
Oh.
Yes, AC6 chat. I might make videos on this game.
Hooray.
It's a game I really like. It's an easy game to record. And it's a fun game to just go back and replay.
No sign of the target, it seems. Perhaps he's out on night watch.
I'm Swinburne.
Raven, look over there.
That could be anything.
That could be anything.
Detected an AC in combat mode. That must be Swinburne, the target. Target confirmed. It's Swinburne, the Vespers number 7. This is an opportunity for an ambush. Let's go.
I won't hesitate.
What do you think you're playing at? Wait, you're not one of mine. Another ambusher?
Johnny Youngbot always plays a noble individual or a piece of shit. There's no in between.
Who?
I don't know who put you up to this, but clearly you need to be disciplined.
I actually got him to sign my violin one.
Who is he voiced by?
I'm Swinburne.
Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Johnny Youngbot.
I didn't
He
know.
also originally he was the second Black Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Now I have a face on the name.
And he also played the main character in Wolf's Rain, and he played the RR, the fly guy, Izuma, I think his name was.
All right. Hold on. If not, I'm gonna decline him again. I'm gonna decline. I don't want to decline him again.
Okay.
Lee Luch says
Decline
you
him.
too.
But it was so funny because he asked me, okay, what do you recognize me from the most? And I said, I knew anyone would have said Bleach in the Comic Con because a bunch of people dressed as Ichigo or whatever. So I said,
I don't want to cut you up,
Power Rangers.
but the dude is showing up, and he's also another voice actor. Want a fanboy real quick over?
Okay, sure.
Swinburne is. Oh, I was gonna say, why is he not leaving? He came back.
Death and dishonor, such as the Oathbreakers due.
It's Sojiro from Persona 5.
Sanzu Dor!
It's Gajark. This is Xenoblade X.
Is that a liberation front?
All right. Sorry about that.
You're fine. And then he looked a little surprised, but also he's like, okay, sure. So he signed on my violin. It's Morphin time.
Oh, nice.
And then he saw my violin, and he showed me his little posters because he actually is part of his own band, and he plays the guitar. And not many people know him from his band, and so he showed me his little postcards advertising his band. So I took a couple of those.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I also met Chris Sabat, and he's like, "Dude, I never signed a violin before. Let me sign that, please."
I met Chris Sabbath once, but I didn't really get him to sign anything, sadly.
And then I also found out because John Stimmel saw my violin and was like, "Dude, I used to play in the symphony here in the city back when I was growing up." I was like, "Wait, what?" It's like, "Yeah, I was in the symphony. I could have brought my trumpet and we could have taken a picture together."
I'm getting bodied over here.
So apparently the symphony that plays in the town near me, he actually played in, and that's where he saw a poster advertising for voice acting.
Oh, nice.
And so he's like, the state holds a special place in my heart because it's where I grew up with playing the symphony. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I never knew that. And then my buddy who came with me came out with the PlayStation 2 DBZ Budokai disc and had them sign it. And then Chris Sabat and Sean Skimmel stuff what they were doing, like, "Oh my God, let us sign this for free," because we remember voicing this game, and it was one of our favorite moments in our career.
That's pretty.
And they
cool.
signed the disc for him.
Oh, speaking of, Shadow in Spanish is Vegeta.
Are you for real?
The
Yeah,
games
in
or the
Spanish.
movie?
They share the same voice actor as Vegeta.
From
Oh
the-
yeah, Johnny also.
My goodness,
Code
the
Geass.
Kakaroto.
Yeah. You're gonna hear that.
It's Swinburne, the Vespers number
My
7.
God.
Gee,
I meant to send that message for Gab because he's like, you gotta tell him. I was like, I can't.
Further behind.
Osprey, go.
Are we running a run back just to kill him? To make up for the time we accepted?
I know, the other guy killed me.
Oh, okay.
You were telling your story while I was getting my ass handed to me.
That's not the reason. The real reason is that you're fangirling over him.
I don't know who put you up to this, but clearly you need to be disciplined.
Bro.
No. I'm Swinburne. I can't lose.
Look at him camping out of range like an idiot.
Bro, like I'm telling you, Osprey's a little bit nuts.
What? Let's not do anything hasty. You realize I lead the Vesper 7 squad, which means I hold the purse strings.
Oh, I thought you killed him for a second.
Goes through me.
Yeah.
Wait is funny.
Go, and you'll still come out on top. Understand?
So why are you accepting this guy?
Because he's gonna give me money.
You're quick on the uptake, aren't you?
Oh, Mounty.
Money from, like, Apple.
I'm sure Snail will
He's
seem
just gonna
properly honored for this.
swindle money into me.
You're not like those savages. Keep up the good
I
work.
can kill him right now, actually. It'd be so funny if I did that again.
But the Mounty.
There he goes. Like, last time he came back. Raid alert, everybody panic. Oh, panicking right now. Oh my gosh.
Oathbreakers due. Pay the sons who toil.
It's Stilgar.
Raid alert. But this isn't Rage.
Prophets, coin slipping through cold fingers.
Big fat tacos, big fat tacos, big fat tacos supreme.
At 30%.
Oh yeah, you also used all your repairs last time too.
Yeah.
No false beyond both. Your seditious blade strikes true. Savage is the curve. I shall pay my
Ooh.
dues. Watch me, good comrade Zed. Your reward has come.
Light and ammunition at 50%. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Come on, Saucepray, you can beat this guy.
AP at 50%.
No.
They say you could have almost weaved a kick in there for a bit.
Yeah.
First
That-
try.
Oh, okay. You just went full on. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I personally, my force of habit is when I'm that close to him, I weave a kick in and then go. For
I
go for
tried,
the
but
gun.
because I have reverse kick,
That was certainly an adventure.
because I have reverse legs, my kick is slower.
That makes sense.
So like if
Mine
I
has a bit
if,
more range, but less power, but a bit more knockback because I use the quad legs for my
if
kicks.
I had the regular like legs or the tetrapod, then maybe. But these
Right.
legs are very slow and they go at an angle.
I guess I would have thought that the reverse hind legs would have been a bit quicker because that's their whole gimmick. They're
Yeah.
quick and they're good to jump with. And then the sacrifice compensation to balance it would be that your hitbox for doing the actually landing the kick is a lot smaller.
Yes.
So then it would have bounced off that way.
Yeah, the kicks is very specific. Anyway, I hope you have a solid minute or 4 once the stream is finished, so you can ask me questions about the wall of text that I created in the TCE channel. Well, you're gonna have to give me like a while to read, cause like I'm gonna go have lunch, and I think I might go outside for some bird watching later, cause it's a nice day. Let's do the tunnel sabotage, and then maybe I'll go.
That's
for
another good
lunch.
map.
Yeah, and then I'll go for lunch, cause this is a short one. And Pawn is here.
Got a job for you, 621.
Huh?
You know that this guy's also in Xenoblade X?
Who?
Walter.
Attention, Gun 13
He's Doug
Raven.
in Xenoblade
This
X.
request comes from our affiliate.
Oh.
Michigan, my beloved.
Conducting a
This is not
diversionary
Michigan, this is
operation to
Gun 6
attract
Red.
PCA's attention.
But we can play the Michigan one if you want.
Tunnel in the central ice field. It's a derelict watch point, slated for restoration by the
I
PC
almost want you to real quick do the field trip,
Alright, I can do field trip.
just for the dialogue.
Alright, do you rather me do this or
Strong
field trip?
club.
Or both?
Yeah, I would actually.
Alright, no, yeah, I'm gonna just swap to field trip. We'll do this next stream. I'll swap to field just because collector's here, you know? Depending on how fast I go, I could probably throw in a wall.
The dialogue is just so good in
Yeah.
this game.
It's Michigan.
Michigan, anything with Michigan is a riot.
Yeah.
Joining an operation planned by Balaam HQ. Check the briefing. Heard the good news from Walter, did ya? Good. Sit your ass down and listen. Balaam's moving in on the Gallia Dam complex, one of the Liberation Front's bases. The objective is to destroy their lifeline and make those sacks of shit beg for mercy. I'll be sending
My
two
God, how many
governmental
times I did
wagons
this
from the
map to
Red
farm
Guns,
money.
Gun 4 Volta and Gun 5 Iguazu.
Iguazu.
You're just gonna be tagging along on ass-wiping duty.
Bully, 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 bully.
Assigning you the call sign Gun
Bully, bully,
13,
bully,
a
bully.
lucky little number that just became available.
I love how he says that.
Sound off. Good enough. Now go get ready. We're going on a field trip, kiddo.
Why don't you?
Welcome to the steering club.
Yeah, why don't you get the sewing club together and learn to sew your mouth shut?
Shut. No luck with the sewing club, I see.
Red Guns teach you bad manners.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
He's great.
Wazoo, no luck with the sewing club, I see.
There's a lot of great flavor text in this that it's part of the reason I love it. It's the way they use it for storytelling. That you're either getting, you know, from either Walter or Air or a comment from the enemies or Michigan and stuff like that. So like, there's always a story being told.
It's not like spoon fed to you. You can
Yeah.
pick up on it and fight.
AC Squad Red Guns reporting for duty.
Oh, I fucked up the build again.
Attack! Get in there, you
It's fine.
Great. An independent merge.
Shut up, Iguazu.
He's the wise guy who decided the red gun should be taking care of some freelance.
Who gives a shit? We'll handle this mission ourselves. One target destroyed.
Hey, freelancer. That no one even told you why we're here. Well, as a real red gun.
Alright, I
Wait,
gotta
wait,
go.
wait, wait. I went too quick. I skipped the dialogue.
I gotta go. So I'll see you
No.
all later.
No.
Dialogue.
I have to.
No. Yeah, go.
You don't even listen to walls.
Please hear my.
It's fine.
Okay.
Red Guns reporting for duty. Commence mission. Attack! Get in there, you maggots!
Great. An independent merge. He's the wise guy who decided the red gun should be taking care of some freelancer.
Who gives a shit? We'll handle this mission ourselves.
Oh, I guess
That
I
was a
didn't.
nice
I
thing.
guess I didn't.
One target destroyed.
Hey, freelancer. That no one even told you why we're here. Well,
The good dialogue is when you approach the second one.
this is just target practice. When we're done, the local's little base is next.
Can't take yourself away from chatting with a tag-along? Why don't you start a sewing club together and stitch that damn mouth of yours shut? Two targets destroyed. How about that?
Alright, this is the part you want to be slow on.
Good for. Can't say I considered you a pro either. We don't need backseat drivers in the Red Guns. Shape up or ship out. That takes care of the frontline MTs. That was just the warm-up. Look alive, maggots! 2 generators to go. Keep moving, 621. Hope you're enjoying the field trip, kid. Don't wet your pants now.
I love this
Does this
guy.
guy ever shut up?
Gunfire! No luck with the sewing club, I see. Attitude won't get you far on Rubicon. Hope you pilot better than you sew.
Ooh. just taking my time. I'm just having fun. I want to have like a little anime moment, you know? I could take all of you down. Ooh. Isn't that part of the fun of this game?
One more target remaining, 621.
Do you hear me, you corporate vultures? The Rubiconians will never yield. You're going home in armored coffins. Forged in ash, we stand as one! Hot dog, I got an AC.
More like a little piece of dough. It's barely different from an MT. Gun 4, you're not exactly cutting edge either. You want to be next on the scrap heap.
Also, this build's kicks don't do as much damage as the other kicks because they have better thrusters and weight.
Ah, okay.
So the kicking in this is more for like bullying.
You know, fun fact, you can actually go straight into the thing and skip this fight altogether.
Yeah, I know. Well, where's the fun in that?
True.
Is there in serving corporations that exist only to kill and plunder?
Oh yeah, did you get the mark in the little isolated area here?
The what?
The mark?
Mark?
Uh-huh.
No.
Go back toward the second one.
Gun 13. Guess you're not just tagging along anymore.
And then you're gonna steer to the left.
Hurry up and destroy that.
So keep going straight.
We've got a job to do here.
Yeah, toward there.
It's like we got competition.
Okay.
Okay, I'm.
It's there.
Oh my
There's
God,
a
Bud,
dam.
make your mind. Are you here or you're
There's
not?
a dam on toward this section.
That things came up.
Yeah, that?
Yeah, go. Yeah, a little bit more toward your left. Get off this cliff. Turn left. You're up. Get there. Yep, right there. Right in there. So jump down there. And then go left. No, just jump all the way down on the lake. And then go toward the dam.
Oh!
At the mark. He hits like a truck, so be careful.
Yeah, I saw that plasma sword and I'm seeing the cannon on his back.
Oh, that was a good combo kick.
See what I mean with
Gun
like...
4. Still no luck with the sewing club, I see.
That's
And
it?
then hit those two smaller ones, yeah. There
Okay,
might be more toward the back. I can't remember.
There's no way.
Been a
more.
while.
No, there's no more.
Oh yeah, no, that's just the border. Okay, yeah, that was the mark.
What are those for? I'd never done any of those.
You get more the more marks you get, you build up points, and at certain point threshold, you unlock more parts.
My goodness, I did not know that. No
Uh-huh.
wonder.
So you get parts after you rank up, and the only way to rank up is by getting marks. The red ones award you more points than the blue ones, and each map has its own. And once you beat the game the first time, on the map icons, when you go to select a mission, you'll
They'll
see a
tell you.
logo where it's dim, showing if you hit the mark in that area or not.
Oh, okay.
And you can tell if it doesn't have a mark if there's no mark icon on that map.
Yeah.
And then you can
Good
just
for
go to another one.
They're all. Field trip's over.
But and then you actually get different they're all mined parts, if I remember right. So they're specifically labeled as all mined.
Yeah, because it's the information she's trying to gather.
Exactly.
Alright. Same as with the arena.
Yep, there you go. So once you get the full bar, then you get one part and so on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now I know I'm gonna be doing that and finding the secret parts.
And then there's some maps that have hidden treasure chests
Yeah.
with even more parts.
Yeah, I need to go get those. I knew about the secrets because it's like a FromSoft game, but I forgot like I'm gonna call it a stream here. I am very much hungry. And if I do not go eat now, I'm not gonna eat.
You're fine. I get it.
Yeah. So, but with all that said,
hungry.
yeah, I'm very hungry. With all that said, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I hope you had fun, and I'll try and see if I can make the sort of Thursday, Friday, Saturday schedule the permanent streaming schedule. But we'll see. But with all that said, I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.